This is Joe Jenkins, November 11th, 2014. Today we're going to talk about slate roofs, and we're going to talk about acceptable levels of shedding on a newly installed slate roof. You hear people in the industry saying, especially manufacturers of slate, roofing slate, saying that an acceptable level of shedding is 2 to 3%. It's not acceptable. There is no acceptable level of shedding on a newly installed slate roof. If you look behind me here, this is a barn roof we just installed. It has 40 squares of slate. They're 12 by 20. There's 141 per square. If we had 3% shedding on this roof, we would lose 170 slates off of this roof after we've installed it. If we lose one slate on this roof, it's unacceptable, and it has to be repaired immediately. This entire job we're doing here, 65 squares, is the house and a barn. If we lose 1/10 of 1% of slates, we would be alarmed. That would be 9 slates. Why slates shed? The main reason is because the installers walk on the roof. It's foot traffic damaging the roof during installation, cracking the slates. We believe that over the next 1 to 5 years, slates fall out. Hundreds of them. That's not acceptable. That's an installation error by inexperienced installers. The roof needs to be staged correctly so you're not walking on the slate. You see this shedding occurring mostly in lower slope roofs, 612, 412 up to 812 you can walk on pretty much. Number 2 is quality of manufacturing. Slates that are made correctly and don't have all the errors. The nail holes have got to be punched at the right end. They're uniform in thickness. They don't have knots and knurls and bumps on them. They're not curved, they're not out of square. Correctly manufactured slates are much less likely to be defective and break after installation. Once the slates pallets are delivered to the site, then it's up to the roofer to check every slate and make sure they're not cracked or something wrong with it. So by the time the roof is installed, the slates should be good. Now, we've installed slates from a lot of different manufacturers, and the ones that are sloppy, we have slates breaking after they're installed. The ones that have good quality control, we have no problem at all. We've put roofs on, entire slate roofs on, where we've never had a slate come off. So to put it all in a nutshell, there is no acceptable level of shedding on a slate roof. You should have no shedding. If you have 1/10 of 1%, that would be maybe something you could live with as long as you repaired it immediately. But 2 to 3% shedding on a new slate roof is completely bogus. There's absolutely no reason for that to be acceptable. And you may get more information at slateroofcentral.com, or just read my book, The Slate Roof Bible. Thanks. Bye.